Okay, so my boosted board has a problem. A couple of videos ago, I uploaded the errors that I was experiencing with my boosted Mini X. Now in the comment section of that video, many YouTubers suggested, no, they actually insisted that my Mini X was suffering from the red light of death. When I read those comments, I actually believed for a second that it might be true. That maybe I had been caught by the grim red light of death. But that was wrong. And if I had listened to the advice of YouTubers or someone called the community, anyone who would diagnose it would have realized that the red light of death isn't the error that I'm having. When I did more research, I found that the problem with my Mini X is not the red light of death, but rather a battery issue due to overheating or maybe the temperature sensors. That was the original diagnosis that I received from Boosted USA's service department, and ultimately it means I just have to replace the battery. I was able to confirm that by using some resources that I found online. If your boosted board or XR battery is experiencing issues, before you do anything else, check to see if the power and the meter lights are blinking when the board is powered on or charging. Then cross-reference the light patterns you see with the list of error codes in the reference guides found in the links in the description to make sure that you can accurately assess what might be wrong with your XR battery or your boosted board. Hopefully, this advice is going to help more people who might have boosted boards who may come across issues with it. Maybe check with a company that services or sells parts for boosted boards. Reach out to other riders to see if they've had the same issue you've had and find out what they did to solve the problem. In my case, the reference guide on Project Beam Break claims that the error that I was having, which was indicated by a red and yellow alternating power LED and the second from the top charge LED on, they claim that this error is caused by a battery error, possibly due to overheating or a possible issue of the temperature sensors reading a value that's too high. They propose to let the battery rest and it will likely clear itself. When I originally contacted Boosted USA's service department, knowing that my warranty has expired and that they don't honor warranties, they claim that the problem can be solved just by replacing the battery. Now, after posting my previous video, reading the comments, I was really glad I went back and did more research to diagnose the problem accurately. And I'm really happy that I did that because from the comments I was reading on my original video, many people automatically assumed that I was suffering from the red light of death. That was not the case, and I'm really glad I didn't take anyone else's advice. I suggest you do the same and find out what is wrong with your battery by diagnosing it, checking the meter and the power LEDs to see what light patterns are displayed if you have an error, and cross-reference those light patterns with the quick reference guides to see if you can identify what the problem is. And once you've done that, go and get a second or third opinion to ensure that you know the correct problem you're having and that you know how to solve it by checking with others who have had the same problem and using the solution that they have found. Hopefully this is helpful. It was for me. As for me, I really wasn't worried because when I bought this Boosted Mini X from the original Boosted Boards company back in June 2019, I got two. Yes, twins. Identical twins. That means two Boosted Mini X's that are exactly alike. So ever since 2019, I've had two Mini X's just waiting for this opportunity. And if you know me though, you know that's not enough. That's why I was on eBay and I ended up purchasing a brand new, never out of the box Mini X. Yes, that makes three. boosted Mini X's just for me. So right now I have 3. 1 in disrepair and 2 unopened, still brand new in the box. Well, they're open now. Then while doing more research on how to fix my first Mini X that I was having issues with, I was reading the threads in the Boosted Board subreddit, and I came across this thread about tips for new boosted Mini X boosted boards. In that thread, the subredditors, they were discussing on tips on what to do to avoid the red light of death when you have a brand new boosted Mini X straight out of the box, knowing that you have no warranty if something goes wrong. Well, as you can imagine, after reading that, I was concerned about what procedures I should take if I were to open my 2 Mini X's to avoid this red light of death. So I uploaded another video unboxing those other 2 boosted boards, and I titled that video, Red Light of Death Mythbusting. Now maybe it was the clickbait title, maybe it was the lazy video that I slapped together real quick the day after an awesome skate session at Pier 62 Skate Park, or maybe I just came up with a cool title that applies to the issue I was having with my board and what people were claiming is wrong with it. So, yes, the myth has been busted that my board is not suffering from the red light of death. And I'm glad I was able to correctly diagnose it using the resources that I found on Project Beam Break and Ride Fat Daddy. And ultimately it doesn't matter because I have 2 other brand new boards. So I think this is awesome. Hopefully this is helpful. It was for me, and it was a great learning experience. Because one thing I learned is that everybody doesn't know everything.